When a K-pop artist who treats his fans with the cutest, most innocent smile in the world turns into a completely different person on stage doing powerful dance moves, it makes his fans' hearts throb like crazy. Such idols who can dominate a whole stage with their natural talents and abilities to sing and dance are called genius idols. And right now, there is a man in the K-pop scene who is particularly well known among those few genius idols. In fact, he's been called a genius idol so much that when you Google genius idol in Korean, this man appears. This legendary guy who has sexy, cute, and charismatic qualities and created tons of lovable meme-worthy moments on variety shows over the years is none other than Baekhyun of EXO. Now, there are thousands of idols in the K-pop scene. So how did Baekhyun in particular earn the title of genius idol? Actually, when you look at his skills on stage at face value, you'd think he must have spent years as a trainee. But there's one hell of a plot twist when you learn more about him. Today, we'll be exploring EXO Baekhyun and all the juicy details about what he had to go through, including some fun facts. But wait, pop quiz. What's the name of Baekhyun's first solo album? Number 1, City Life. Number 2, City Lights. Number 3, City Night. And number 4, City Right. Do you think you know the answer? Then tell us in the comment. And I'm sure you've already hit the like button, subscribed, and turned on the notification, right? We will give a signed EXO CD to the winner selected randomly out of the subscribers that left the comments below. Baekhyun was born on May 6, 1992 in Bucheon in Gyeonggi Province. Being a late child, Baekhyun was raised showered with love and attention by his parents. Because of such a stark contrast from his brother who was much older than him, Baekhyun was almost like a daughter at home. He was raised in a very happy family, and growing up, he even went shopping every day with his mom. But don't get the wrong idea. As cute and sweet as he was, Baekhyun was by no means soft or cowardly. In fact, he trained in a Korean martial art called Hapkido for 9 years since he was in 2nd grade. He has a 3rd-degree black belt, which makes him qualified for the title Master. As a kid, Baekhyun competed in a whole lot of Hapkido tournaments. Baekhyun won piles of medals of each color in these tournaments, but what he really wanted to do was to become an entertainer, and he went for many auditions to achieve his dream. But for some reason, he never passed any of them. And yet, Baekhyun was so passionate about music that when he was in high school, he prepared to enter a music college. On the day of the performance test for entering Seoul Institute of the Arts, Baekhyun was warming up his throat with a music sheet in his hand. But at that moment, a casting manager from SM Entertainment saw Baekhyun and cast him right then and there. Now when you're discovered on the street like that, surely it means you become a trainee right away, right? Wrong, you still have to go through an audition. And so began the audition. Baekhyun went through the whole thing, competing against all kinds of crazy talented people. After the audition though, he didn't get a call from SM for over 6 months. After waiting patiently and painfully, he finally received a call and became an official trainee at SM. And guess what? There was one other person who passed the audition, and that was Chen of EXO. When only the two of them were left at the end, Baekhyun thought that only one person would get into SM. So they were going to encourage each other at the end of the audition, but surprisingly, they both passed. Baekhyun's future looked brighter than ever at that point. But little did he know that trials and tribulations were waiting for him. Before coming to SM, Baekhyun was the vocalist in his high school band and was preparing to go to Seoul Institute of the Arts with his singing skill as his main weapon, so to speak. So it's safe to say that Baekhyun had been pretty confident in singing. However, because his singing method wasn't suitable for a singer who dances, he had to change his vocal tone and singing method and everything. As for his dancing skills, you might think he'd been a dancer his whole life when you see him dancing, but the truth is, he learned how to dance for the first time after becoming a trainee. Baekhyun didn't want to fall behind the other members of EXO who most likely had spent years as trainees, so he trained like a maniac every day and night. His passion was noticed by SM, and the company decided to put Baekhyun, who had been a trainee for only 4 months, in the debut lineup. And 7 months later, boom, Baekhyun debuts as a member of EXO. He had only trained for like 11 months. A fairly short training period, followed by a successful debut as an EXO member, seemed to guarantee an ever-so-bright future for Baekhyun. But then, Baekhyun was in a huge slump prior to the release of EXO's first full-length album. His body and mind were absolutely exhausted due to such a short and intense training period and the immediate debut afterwards. Plus, other members of EXO had trained for much longer before their debut, which made Baekhyun feel somewhat guilty. So much so, he couldn't fully enjoy it when EXO became the first winning team in a music program for the first time. So how did he overcome his slump? Well, his teammates helped him a lot for sure, but there was a trainer he was especially close with, and she was a major help. She gave him a Tiffany & Co. bracelet with an inscription that said, "Fearless BH." This bracelet was a turning point, and little by little, Baekhyun started to get out of his slump. The word fearless for some reason really stuck with him. He used this word when designing his dog's clothes to support abandoned dogs and also in his Instagram profile in 2014. After getting out of his slump, Baekhyun began to really show his abilities on stage and establish his position as a genius idol. Also, it turned out that he was super talented in dancing as well, despite his late start compared to other members of EXO. These days, when Baekhyun learns a new choreography, he just stands there and watches, memorizing the whole thing. He then dances those moves flawlessly. The way he puts it is that he marks those dance moves with his eyes. He probably has a really good memory, doesn't he? From day one as an EXO member, he was never bad at dancing thanks to his natural talent in it, but in 2014, he got exponentially better. Now Baekhyun is known for his outstandingly beautiful dance moves. Besides that trainer who got him out of his slump, there are many other good people around Baekhyun. The reason behind it is Baekhyun's sociability. His ability to make friends with anyone quickly helped him bond with other EXO members despite his short training period. He even took a shower with every one of them to get closer. Along with Chanyeol, Baekhyun is sort of the life of the party in EXO. According to other members of EXO, the practice room became extremely loud as soon as Baekhyun and Chen joined the group. It took him like 20 seconds to become friends with Chanyeol, and according to actors Lee Jun-gi and Hong Jong-hyun who met Baekhyun when shooting a K-drama together, Baekhyun has a sweet, lovable personality and is full of aegyo. Nevertheless, there was a time when Baekhyun, who seemed happy all the time, was in a very bad place. It all started on June 19, 2014, when news outlet Dispatch released an article that began the dating scandal of Baekhyun and Taeyeon of Girls' Generation. Chris had just left EXO at the time, so it was already a crazy time for the group and fans alike, and things got even crazier when this dating rumor broke out. On top of that, there were many postings discovered on Baekhyun and Taeyeon's social media accounts where the two celebrities seemed like they were being deceitful toward their fans, which obviously caused a big controversy. Fans had heated discussions over this. Some of them said the idol's privacy should be protected, while others argued that it was wrong of idols who are in love to post messages where they secretly indicate each other in online space that is used as a main channel for fans to communicate with the artists. Finally, on September 15, 2015, it was reported that Baekhyun and Taeyeon had broken up and that the dating rumor had been true. Aside from this controversy though, Baekhyun never stopped growing as a genius idol, working harder than anyone else. And EXO has been at the forefront of the globalization of K-pop for a while now. But Baekhyun never settled, and he played the role of Wang Eun on a K-drama called Moon Lovers in 2016. Also in 2018, Baekhyun appeared in the musical Singing in the Rain, in which he showcased his singing skills. On July 10, 2019, Baekhyun dropped his first solo album, City Lights, making a solo debut. City Lights was extremely well received around the world. It was ranked number 1 in iTunes Top Albums charts in 66 countries, and it also topped the solo album sales chart of the 2010s. Being a genius idol that he is, Baekhyun keeps surprising everyone with big achievements in many different areas, and fans are excited about his future endeavors. Will Baekhyun continue to focus on EXO, or will he grow even bigger as a solo artist? No one knows for sure, but either way, this genius idol will shine like a star. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Please hit the like button and subscribe. If there's any K-pop star you want to know more about, leave a post on the Ask K board on doyudam.com or tell us in the comment. Also, for this video, we're doing a special event where you can win a signed EXO CD. You can check out the details in the description below. Alright then, see ya!